Lensa is a scam. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, Ticking Together. As always, the goal of this channel is to provide education about and to raise awareness as to what it's like living with Tourette Syndrome. This video doesn't have much to do with Tourette Syndrome, little to none if we're being honest. But I thought it would be important to talk about because I found something out today that I'm a little bit upset about, and I wanted to talk about it because this is my channel and I can talk about what I want here. Yeah. If you're familiar with social media trends, all sorts of trends going on in the media, social media, big influencers are using certain apps nowadays, which are very influential. And the current really big trend in the media is the Lensa app or the AI, artificial intelligence, art apps on social media. The main one I'm going to talk about today though is Lensa. Just to let you guys know, if you've clicked on this video and you don't watch my channel normally, I do have Tourette Syndrome. Which is why I'm making weird involuntary movements and sounds, especially scrunching my face, giving the finger, stuff like that. It's all involuntary. And if I got rice. And if you want to learn more about my Tourette's diagnosis, you can click more videos on my channel. But today's video strictly is dedicated to the phenomenon of these AI applications that are being used across social media platforms, mainly by big influencers. So as you probably noticed, this week Instagram and other big social media sites are really swarming with different pictures you'll see of people in like really neat art forms. So you may see your best friend looking like an amazing watercolor painting, or you may see your friend looking like a clone from some like weird AI movie, or you may see a celebrity looking like a beautiful piece of contemporary art. What's going on is this AI art phenomenon. And I'm sure you guys have heard there's a lot of conspiracy about this AI art phenomena that's going around where is it ethical? Are they stealing data? Are they taking your identity? And a lot of artists are really upset because it's basically mixing together a bunch of uncommissioned artists' work and promoting it as artificial intelligence. So there's a whole dilemma of, is it stealing artwork from artists? Is it not paying these artists? What is the whole dilemma going on here? There is so much drama going on with these AI art applications. A lot of artists don't support them, commissioned artists don't support it. So many people do not support it. But as I said, a lot of people on social media are really taking it by storm and uploading all of these amazing pieces of art made with their face and made to look exactly like them. So there is a lot, I got rice. There's a lot of iffy knowledge going on with this AI art, especially the Lensa app. But it has created a lot of really wonderful art, but is it stolen art? That's not the point of this video. The point of this video is something I want to talk about that I've not seen talked about yet, and it's really strange. So I fell into the Lensa trap. I really wanted to see if it could make pictures out of my selfies. And basically what you do is you'll upload 10 to 20 selfies of yourself in different poses, different backgrounds, different smiles, different angles of your face to really get the whole face encapsulated on their system. And once you've selected your 20 photos, up to 20 photos, you have the option of picking your gender, which is, they have 3 options. They have female, male, or other. And my take, my hot take, you guys, is Lensa is sexist in a weird way. Hear me out. I, having fallen trapped to the Lensa phenomenon, uploaded 20 selfies of myself, hoping to get some really cool art. And when I got to the gender step, I clicked female because I identify as female. And I was like, yeah, why would I click male or other? I'm clearly a female. And I uploaded the pictures and I got some results, and honestly I wasn't super happy with it. I was like, oh, I've seen people get way better results than me. I don't think these even really look like me. I was kind of disappointed. Keep in mind, I paid about $10 Canadian for 100 photos. And I maybe found 2 that I liked. Then I was like, okay, was this a waste of money? Did I do it wrong? So I tried it again, but this time only spent $8 for 50 photos, picking 20 different selfies. And again, I was like, ooh, this doesn't look like those influencers. This doesn't look like me at all. Am I doing this wrong? And then I talked to my fiance, Will, and I said, hey babe, do you mind if I do this with your face? And he was like, yeah, go for it. So I put in 20 photos of my fiance, Will, and I clicked the gender male because he identifies as male. So I clicked male for him, female for me. That was the only difference. I got rice. And as soon as I got his 50 photos, I was like, these all look exactly like him. Like, these look amazing. These are beautiful. And I was like, okay, what am I doing wrong with my face? Is there something I'm doing wrong? I did it again, and none of them looked like me in the slightest. And I'm gonna show you guys a picture of Will in real life, as well as a few of the pictures of him from this AI app. So these are 4 photos of my fiance Will, just looking cute. And then here are the AI photos. They look exactly like him. Like, dang. And I'll show you a picture of me in real life that I used for reference, as well as some of the pictures I got as a result of this app. So these are some of the 20 selfies I included. I included other ones too, but these are some of the better ones. And then these are the art pieces I got back. They're beautiful, but they look nothing like me. I was really disappointed because Will's look just like him, and some of mine look somewhat like me. There's a few similarities to features, but if I saw these, I would not immediately go, yeah, that's Carly. Then it hit me. The only real difference between the good pictures of Will and the weird pictures of me is the gender option. And you guys are probably gonna think, oh my gosh, Carly, this is so far-fetched. No, it's not. I did a test, you guys. I did a test. After talking to my fiance Will and saying, oh, like, I'm really disappointed, mine don't look pretty, mine don't look like the influencers out there, like the pretty girls. I have major self-esteem issues as it is, and these pictures look nothing like me in the least. And I was like, what am I doing wrong? So talking to my fiance, he said, I think this is a scam, and here's why. And what we both agreed on and have come to terms with is that Lensa is preying on people, mainly women, or people who identify as female, who are very insecure and who are going to continue to pay money until they get what they want. A lot of the influencers I've seen on social media who have posted these Lensa photos are beautiful women. And I've seen a few men, and all of the men look exactly like themselves, and the women don't look that much like themselves in my opinion. And here's the thing that I think is weird. The designs for female versus male on Lensa are completely different. And I feel like this sets it up for failure already. But for female, there's the options such as fantasy, fairy princess, focus, pop, stylish, anime, light, kawaii, iridescent, cosmic, and that's it. And for men, there's mystical, sci-fi, stylish, cyborg, anime, rock star, superhero, adventure, astronaut, cosmic. And right away, we can see that there are some gender issues here. And I'm not here to speak about like, oh, gender this, gender that, but what I'm here to speak about is most of the time women are very self-conscious about what they look like. And speaking for myself, I'm very self-conscious. And as soon as I got these photos, I spent like $30 on 300 photos and I got maybe 5 that looked like me. Whereas for Will, I spent $8 on 50 photos and literally all of them were identifiable as him. And this just bugs me because as Will and I were saying, I feel like it preys on young women who want to get a beautiful picture of themselves, and this app doesn't give them that. So they're gonna keep paying money, hence paying for this application to keep running. And they're not gonna get anything that looks like them remotely. Maybe 1 or 2 pictures that are pretty enough for them, you know? I'm currently editing. I just wanted to also add in, the female ones are all very beautiful. They just don't look like me, but they are beautiful pieces of art. But as you can see, Will's look just like him. Mine don't resemble me really at all. Whereas the men look just like how they would look in real life. This picture is a spitting image of Will, my fiance, whereas these pictures I got of myself are kind of iffy. They don't really look like me in my opinion. I asked my family members, friends, and my fiance, and they all said, this doesn't really look like you. Whereas Will looks exactly like him. And the only real difference here was male versus female. And let me also add, for the 3 times I did it for myself, I used 60 different selfies. So I wasn't using the same pictures. I was trying different things to try and get better results. And nothing worked. It was all very much over-sexualized in a bad way. Then I decided to do a test per se, a little kind of sneaky test. And I decided to try one more time just to see if the gender setting was what was messing it up. So again, the 3 options for gender were female, male, and other. And I was like, you know what? Female is clearly making me look nothing like myself. And it probably only works for conventionally attractive women, but that's a whole other story. And I decided, you know what? Let's click other as my gender. I identify as female, but I clicked other because I just wanted to test it to see, is it because I clicked female and I'm not conventionally pretty that they're messing up with my pictures, making me feel worse than I already feel about myself, hence making me pay more money to get better results. Do you know what I mean? Are you catching my vibe? So I clicked other and waited. I uploaded 20 photos of myself, completely different photos again. Some of the same ones I had used prior, just to add in there a little bit of extra like, okay, I tried. So I added 20 selfies and I waited 20 minutes for my art to work. And immediately, the other gender looks so much more like myself. And I'm like, okay, this is strange. This is very strange. And let me show you some side-by-side comparisons of the female versus other gender category. And you tell me which looks more like me.
So the photos that I tagged with other are on the left, whereas female is on the right. We can see that the female photos look less like me and are way more over-sexualized. And my question is, why?
The other gender in this app has different categories as well. So we have mystical, cyber scientist, superhero, light, fantasy, stylish, sci-fi, anime, rainbow, and cyborg. And all of these look more like me than any of the female gender do, with like the fairy princess and the pretty stuff that conventionally beautiful women want to have. It just bugs me, and I feel like this is a genuine conspiracy theory that I want you guys to comment on and let me know. Like, have you done this? Have you tried this? And if you haven't, do try it with the female and other option or male and other option, because I just feel like it's a scam. So on top of the whole thing with data privacy act like that, as well as not paying uncommissioned digital artists for their work, this is a whole other level of, oh no, drama in this Lensa scandal per se. Now, I do love some of the photos I got in the other gender because they look like me. I can identify, hey, that's me. But in the female gender, 3 times I tried to get something remotely pretty that made me feel good about myself. Maybe 1 or 2 out of the 100 images. And as Will and I said, I genuinely think this is to prey on young women who want to feel good about themselves, and this app purposely makes it look not like them, especially if they're not societal standard of beauty. You know what I mean? And I'm not trying to like be, oh, woe is me, I'm not pretty. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying to young girls out there, if they're gonna do this, and they spend loads of money trying to get the perfect AI photo because they're clicking, yeah, my gender is female, it's unfair. It doesn't make any sense to me. I want there to be more research into this because I think it's really upsetting that all of a sudden, after 3 tries being female, I hated all of the photos, but after 1 try of being other, I could identify myself. Whereas my fiance, after 1 try of being the gender he identifies as, male, looked exactly like him. I think this is a conspiracy. Not gonna say it, but I am gonna say it. I low-key think Lensa is sexist and preying on young women and people in general who are very insecure and wanting these pictures to be something that's a work of art and beautiful because they advertise it as AI art, something that makes your selfies look beautiful. And none of the ones I got in my first 3 tries of female were beautiful. I didn't like them. But as soon as I clicked other, which isn't my gender that I assigned myself to per se, those are the ones I liked. And I think it just preys on young people who want something that's beautiful and they don't get it. And I'm just upset. And I just wanted to make this PSA. Before anyone does the Lensa app, just be careful, especially if you're a young girl and you have self-confidence issues, self-esteem issues. Be careful before you use it. Because I can't guarantee that the female option is gonna give you good results. And maybe this is just me, but I'm saying I did it 3 times. I paid for it 3 times. And we don't want young Sally out there to pay for 5 tries just to get something beautiful. When you click other, it's beautiful. I don't get it. I think it's a freaky conspiracy because the male pictures are always amazing. They always look exactly like their canvas. So why? I feel like this app definitely feeds off of insecure women and wants to make a profit in that way because they're just gonna keep spending money until they get the ideal photo. Every single girl on my feed that has used this app used the exact same designs, typically the fairy princess or like the fantasy ones, the ones that make you beautiful. But the ones for men or other are not shown on these beautiful influencers pages. Especially other, because no one's gonna click other unless they identify that way. But if you identify as female, you're gonna click female because why would you click other? It just doesn't make sense. Every girl out there who identifies as female is going to put their gender as female on their first try because that's what they identify as. When in reality, these apps don't make them look beautiful like these influencers out there. It makes us look kind of weird looking, and it makes me feel less than for not getting these, oh, beautiful artwork pieces that I can post on social media after 3 tries.
Editing again, what I wanted to say here too is like the female pictures are beautiful, but they just don't look like the canvas. They don't look like me. They are conventionally beautiful, but they're not me. Whereas the male canvas, Will, my fiance, is identifiable clearly as him. So It's not a lack of beauty per se, it's a lack of looking like the canvas themselves, therefore making them feel less than and not as beautiful as the canvas they received because it's supposed to look like them when it really doesn't.
But meanwhile, I'm seeing all of these people on my social media looking absolutely stunning with this Lensa app, with wow, what a beautiful fairy princess, or like wow, what a beautiful cosmic queen, you know? And meanwhile, none of them looked like me. And I was sad. I'm like, okay, is it because I'm not conventionally beautiful? But as soon as I click other, it's a hack, you guys. Click other on the Lensa app. Click other. Because there's different poses, and these poses are more neutral per se. It's not a fairy princess, or it's not like a G.I. Joe. It's neutral, where it's gonna make you look like you. It's weird. At first I was really excited about the concept of getting AI art that looked like me, but now I'm a little bit icky about it because I tried 3 times to get something, as I said, and they don't look like me, but the first try of my fiance looks exactly like him in every single photo. Even the other photos I did don't look all like me. Some of them have a beard because it's other. But a lot of them do look more like me, so it's really, really, really sneaky, and I think this is a money grab. I genuinely think this is a money grab, and if you want artwork of yourself, commission an artist. Commission a digital artist to make yourself a work of art, because you're gonna pay someone who actually has talent and is not just a robot making this art. So if I could go back in time, I would commission an artist, someone online, to do this for me, not an artificial intelligence app to do this for me, because it really lowered my self-esteem, as well as no one good is getting the money out of this. It's not going to anything good. So that is my PSA. I think Lensa is sexist. I think it's a very, very creepy app. I think it's a very, very sneaky app in the way that it preys on young women to make themselves feel less than and inadequate. And I truly believe that. And maybe this is just my experience. But if you've experienced anything similar, I would love to hear your comments in the comment section down below. Please let me know what you think, because do you think that Lensa is preying on young women? Like, I do think so. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. I really want to get this information out to the public because I think it's a freaky app, and I think it's really, really bad for self-esteem. And I don't want people to waste their money on this app like I did, because I did it for a test to see, okay, let's test and educate the masses. But you guys, if you want to get art of yourself, commission a digital artist. Go on Etsy, find someone who does it for their living. Don't just give money to this AI app that is sneaky and making young girls and boys probably feel very insecure about themselves. Please, please, please share this video with your friends. Get this information out there, because I really want to get this information out to the masses to let them know that Lensa is a scam. If you want to stay tuned to Tourette Syndrome awareness content, this, I promise, is more of a one-off video. I don't usually post about anything not Tourette Syndrome related in the slightest, but I feel like I needed to get this information out there because I don't want young girls to be feeling like how I feel. Young girls or boys. So please subscribe to my channel and ring that notification bell to stay tuned to all of my content here at Ticcing Together. I'm gonna skip the membership shout out for this video. I do have memberships on this YouTube channel, Ticcing Together, so if you would like to further support my Ticcing Together channel and the journeys thereof, please join my membership. There are 3 different tiers. They're very affordable, and you get different perks if you join. The only reason I'm skipping the membership shout out in this video is because this is not Tourette's related, and I want to keep my channel mainly about Tourette syndrome, but I just feel like this needed to be addressed, and I have a platform on here that I can be heard, and I really want to get this out there. Lensa is a scam. If you're gonna use it, be careful. I didn't even get into the data breach and all of that stuff. I just got into the basics, and yeah, it's messed up, you guys, so be careful. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, we are learning together. We're laughing together and we're ticcing together. Bye! Lensa is a scam.